Okay, this is an interesting trend. Mobina's joining us to talk us through the Chinese ban on Australian coal imports and some of the significance on that and how Indian steelmakers may actually gain. Mobina?
After the United States, it's Australia with whom relations seem to be souring for China. It largely seemed to have started when Australia decided to sort of probe into the source of the coronavirus in Wuhan. And since then, it's just been a one-way downward journey in terms of deterioration of relations between these two countries. Now, their relationship will have ramifications for industrial production in a more direct manner as opposed to China and US souring relations. Australia is one of the world's largest commodity producers and exporters. China, the largest consumer. When China said that it's going to be banning imports of Australian coking coal, which by the way Australia does have a good amount of quantity of, it is something that did cause a lot of flurry of activity in pricing of these products. So between Monday and now, we have seen Chinese iron ore prices surge for obvious reasons, but Newcastle, that's Australian coal prices dropped by almost 4 to 5%. Remember that China does procure almost 70% of the world's iron ore. It's one of the largest purchasers of Australian iron ore, the second largest purchaser of Australian thermal coal, largest producer of met coke and coking coal. Now for India, I would say this is good news. Remember that India has to purely rely on imports for high quality coking coal. Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan said that in FY19, around 58 million tons of coking coal was used by the steel industry. But now the Australian market, I'm sure, will be more receptive to India's demands. Prices have as well fallen, so that in turn should bode well for Indian steel companies. Watch out for a Bharat Coking Coal, a Steel Authority of India, to a certain extent Coal India as well.